Hi friends, welcome to part 2 of Here's Why You Can't Fall in Love. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you like the video, please leave a comment down below. You can also check out my website, boostyourpersonaldevelopment.com, if you're interested in taking your life to the next level. And we're going back to the video. Now, I know attaining this high level of love is extremely difficult. But, the thing to remember is the fact that, love is within. You feel it within. It's an emotion, a sense, a feeling within. And it's only recognized and seen when it's expressed outwards. So you radiate it outwards so that other people can benefit from that. And impacts your life in a profound and meaningful way. And if you're willing to do this in your relationship, you will fall in love and your relationship will grow. The fourth thing stopping you from falling in love is a lack of what I call desire values. What do I mean by that? Well, when you think about a relationship, you go into a relationship because you have a desire for the relationship. And what that means is you have a specific goal. And if you have a goal in a relationship that is not fulfilled, then you have a hole there, a desire value. It's a hole that needs to be filled with something, and that relationship is not providing what you need. And your desire value is based on your emotional values, your ability to be honest, candid, and open about how you feel and about where you want the relationship to go. What do you want to get out of the relationship? Why is this important? Because love is so important. It's one of the biggest personal core values that you can desire. And love should create a strong emotion that brings a desire to be satisfied on an emotional level. And as I said, it's arguably one of the most profound emotions that you can possess. It can create a euphoric adrenaline rush, a strong feeling of passion, intensity, admiration, and affection. So having goals that you both share plays an important part for your ability to fall in love to happen. So if you don't have this desire value and you're not taking your relationship in the same direction, it's going to be difficult for you to fall in love or stay in love. And the fallout of this is that you're less likely to build a bond of trust and unity with whoever you're with, and you're less likely to feel that adrenaline that love creates. Now, the fifth thing stopping you from falling in love is a lack of what I call sexual values. Now, this is different for everybody. It's different for you and it's different for everybody else, whatever values you have. But the thing to note is that, are you and your partner speaking in the same language when it comes to sexual values? And if you don't have the same values, you should look at what you can do to reach an agreement. Keep watching this video because I'm going to give you more information about how you can fall in love, which you're going to find really interesting. So you should consider how often you make love, where you make love, and even why you make love. And these are all important questions for you to consider. To take this on a deeper level, I was watching a talk with a relationship therapist, and the topic was about the compatibility of couples. And they identified the rise and fallout of relationships, and it's all based on having similar values. Now, they didn't use the term values, but it came down to the same thing. And they said it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to have all of the same values. But in order to be compatible, you need to have at least some of these values. And they talked about why people choose partners that they aren't compatible with. And they identified that it's because they get an opportunity not to show up in the relationship. You see, if you and your partner aren't compatible, then it could form a way of hiding behind your dysfunctionality. And now, dysfunctionality can apply in cases where you've had a past trauma, a past bad relationship, or relationship issues with your parents, or at school, or whatever trauma that may have happened to you. And they liken this to fitting a round circle into a square hole. And this is what I talked about in the video before. The circle is complete. You can see that the circle is entirely complete, and that person in the relationship is having their values and their needs satisfied. But when you look at the square, you can see that the edges aren't filled, and this might represent you. And it's about filling those edges. How can you fill those edges? Because it's those edges that are stopping you from falling in love. But keep watching this video, because there's more information I want to share with you. Because one thing I haven't covered in this entire video, and arguably the most important value, and that is the value of self-love. Aristotle believed that self-love, when expressed as a virtue, is a prerequisite to loving others. So the idea here is that you can't fall in love unless you love yourself first. Is this true? Well, I know that many people criticize this, but consider for a moment the benefits of loving yourself. Not only can it help you to cultivate your secret inner strength, it can also help you to create an inner sense of euphoria and peace. Imagine how powerful that will be, bringing that into a relationship. So instead of looking at your relationship and the outside world for validation and acceptance, you get to bring your emotional happiness within you from your core. So you see, many people see a relationship as a way to fix a gap in their mental well-being. But if you have self-love, you're not going to be looking at self-validation for anyone else. And if you are looking in a relationship for self-validation, then you're going to be very disappointed, because it starts and ends with you. And loving yourself isn't vanity, it's sanity. And the great thing is that practicing self-love, as I said before, it encourages you to maximize your self-belief and a feeling of self-confidence. So instead of 5 personal core values that will guarantee that you fall in love, it's going to be 6. And these 6 personal core values, which if you have in a relationship, you don't necessarily, as I said before, have to have all of them. But if you have these personal core values, then it will guarantee that you fall in love. Well, friends, please subscribe and hit the like button and share this video with anyone you think would benefit from it. That is it for now, and I will see you next Sunday. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.